Hey everyone, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, May 24th, 2025, we're taking a close look at Litecoin, or LTCUSD. We'll be digging into the recent news and pairing that with a detailed chart analysis to help you make informed trading decisions. Let's start with a look at some of the headlines. According to recent news, the SEC delayed the Canary LTC ETF, but anticipation around Litecoin ETFs, in general, seems to be driving market activity. There's speculation about a potential surge to $100, but also warnings of possible price crashes, even with increased whale activity. Some analysts believe Litecoin is the most likely for ETF approval, so it seems the market is mixed at the moment about where Litecoin may go. Other news mentions concerns of stuck LTC transactions in places like LTCUSD and centralization of LTC mining. Some suggest selling LTC with Bitcoin at $111,000 and LTC under $100. Let's switch over to the one-day chart and see what it's telling us. Alright, looking at the one-day chart, we can see a lot of volatility over the past year and a half. We see some big price swings, especially around March 2024 and then again in December 2024. Notably, the price saw a massive jump in late March 2024, and the price has been chopping around ever since. The news of a halving event in July 2024 may have contributed to some of the volatility. Let's zoom in on the more recent price action. Here, we can see a downtrend since the beginning of this year, and since it appears that Litecoin failed to follow Bitcoin's all-time high, we can see why some are suggesting to sell LTC. We can see here that Litecoin has been struggling to break past $80 since about February 2025, which may now be an area of resistance. Also, there appears to be support around the $60 to $65 range. Now let's switch over to the 1-hour chart and see if that gives us a clearer picture of what's happening right now. Let's narrow in on the last few days. Looking at the 1-hour chart, we can see some recent fluctuations with a lot of indecision. The price has been relatively flat between $95 and $100. There may be support around the $93 level. Let's check out the 15-minute chart and see if we can fine-tune our trading strategy. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we see this indecision even more clearly. The $93.5 to $95 range appears to be key in the short term. If the price breaks below $93, we could see a test of lower supports. If it breaks above $95, a retest of $100 might be in the cards. Given the news about ETF delays and transaction concerns, coupled with Bitcoin's surge, it's a mixed bag for Litecoin right now. To recap, watch for these key levels: resistance around $80 on the daily chart, short-term indecision between $93.50 and $95 on the 15-minute chart, and potential support around $60 to $65 long-term. If Litecoin can break and hold above $100, it could signal a bullish trend reversal, likely fueled by positive ETF news. However, if it breaks below $60 and does not have sufficient buying pressure to recover, continued bearish momentum could be a real possibility. Also note the Litecoin Summit coming up at the end of May. As always, stay vigilant, manage your risk, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Explain the Charts for more unbiased analyses.